Hi guys, how you are doing? Welcome back to my channel. This is Say Heavens, and today I am reporting live from the city of Dubai. You can see that. You can see that. So guys, I just hope you can hear me. The noise is too much in the background, but I don't want to stay inside. I want to stay outside because I'm enjoying the sun. I'm enjoying the vitamin D. So I said, let me make this video because this place is not too busy. It's busy once in a while. So I'm going to be loud a bit so you can actually hear me. So please pay attention to this. This is it. I got a question last night from one of my girls, and she was asking me if it is right or wrong for you to approach a man. I know this kind of sounds weird because I know I always teach you guys not to go after a man first, but I think in some cases it is right for you to go after a man because let me tell you one secret. This guy that actually sponsored my Dubai trip, I actually approached him first. He's not my boyfriend, he's just a sugar daddy. He's a new sugar daddy. I approached him first. Now this is the cocoa, this is the gist. I met him through a friend. I went out with a friend to eat in a local chop bar, like in a local restaurant. I went there with a friend. So when we got there, we met a couple of men there. We were eating, we were drinking, and some guys they walk in and out of the restaurant. So where I and my friends were sitting, this man came in, okay? He came in, they were all greeting him, he greeted them, and then he sat down. He was sitting like this, and one other guy was here, my friend was here, and I am here. I was like at the end of the seat, the table. I was sitting like the other end there. Then we were talking, they were all talking, laughing, me too. I would always laugh. See, listen, sis, don't be too serious, okay? When you go out with your friends, like to somewhere that you don't know people around there, maybe one of your friends actually took you there, sis, don't be too serious. I've noticed that some ladies, when they are not comfortable with people that are there, they are just pressing their phones, and sis, you might just lose your luck along the line. In my case, I wasn't pressing my phone. I was laughing, I was vibing with them. I was very free. Then I realized that this guy, the guy that walked in last, was staring at me. I think so. The guy was staring at me, really, like very hard. You know, when you are sitting like this, and someone is staring at you behind you, you would definitely know if you're smart. Then I realized this guy was staring at me non-stop. You know what I did? I would always turn and I would look at him. Then I would smile. "You're good?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm good." We'll be talking. The next thing, I'm like, okay. Then there's something I noticed. I said, okay, this man, I think he's this kind of man that is scared or is shy to actually approach a woman, because maybe he's actually thinking that the guy that was with me was actually my boyfriend. So that is the reason why he didn't want to approach me. Okay, now let me do it. I took my chair. Yes, you heard me right. I took my chair from where I was sitting and I went to him. I went and sat by him. I'm like, "Are you okay? Are you feeling bored? You've just been smiling. Hope you're good." And he was like, "Yes, I'm good. What's your name?" And I told him my name. And I asked him, "What's your name?" And he told me his name. I'm like, "Oh, you have a good name. Then this your name doesn't fit you. You have a good name, and then you're just sitting down and you are just quiet." You see that? That is it. When you are in a place like that and you are in the midst of people and you notice someone is staring at you, sis, there are some moves you got to make. It's either you smile or you talk. I don't mean you should be loud, okay? Don't be loud, don't be aggressive, don't do anything crazy, okay? Smile, talk with them, okay? You can just go and meet the person who is actually staring at you, because you all are on the same table. You approaching the man doesn't mean that you are cheap. You approaching the man doesn't mean that you're going to give him the pussy quickly, because some of these men actually think when you approach them first, that means that you want to give them the pussy. No, you are smarter than that. You approach men to make them get interest in you. You can give him pussy or not if you want. Okay, so that was it. And then he started talking to me and he asked me what's my name, and okay, I've talked about that. And then we were just cool, we were talking. So he said, oh, where do I stay? I told him, okay, I stay around La Paz. He said, so what are you doing in Spintex? I said, I came with a friend. I wanted to eat some local food, so he brought me here. He said, oh, that's your friend? I'm like, yes. Your boyfriend? Now he's not my boyfriend. He's just a friend. And he said, okay. So I told him, oh, I'm going. It's already late, so because of traffic, let me start going. He said, okay. And I asked him, can I have your number? Yes, I asked him first, can I have your number? And he said, sure. He gave me his number. When I got home, I sent him hi on WhatsApp. How are you? I'm home. And he's like, fine. When can we see? I'm like, oh, sure. Anytime you invite me for dinner or lunch, you can see me. He said, okay, where do you want us to meet? I gave him my location. We met there. We had lunch and we talked. And he told me, oh, he likes me. He wants to date me. That was it. This man, I'm telling you, is not even up to a month now. So he said he wants to date me. I'm like, sure, we can date, right? Yes, I know the reason why I told him sure. I don't do those, let me go and think about it. Before I tell a man, let me go and think about it, I've weighed you. There are some men I see, I don't tell you, let me go and think about it. That moment, I will tell you, fine. I only told him, the only thing I know I told him is that, I hope, okay, you say you love me, right? I hope you can prove to me that you actually love me. See, when a man goes out with you on a first date, there are some words you throw at him that will make him know that you are a classy girl, okay? You are a high class girl, you're not a cheap girl. Even if you're the first person who took his number, you're smart, ladies. So I told him, I hope you can prove to me that you love me. You're like, oh, sure, why not? You're a pretty girl. I will prove that to you. I said, okay. So after 5 days, he told me that he's going to Ibiri. He wants me to come along with him. I told him, oh, I'm sorry. I am going to Dubai. This Dubai, I didn't plan it. Like, I didn't plan it. So I told him, because the only place I was going to was India. And I don't want to tell him that I was going to India because I was going to India for my own business. So I didn't tell him I was going to India. I just told him I was going to Dubai. And then he said, oh, what am I going there to do? I said, I'm going to get stuff that I sell. I'm going to buy products that I sell. And he said, okay. If I need anything, I should let him know. I said, sure, I will tell you. And I went. After 4 days, I told him, oh, I've gone for my visa application. I've applied for my visa and all of that. Just that I need some money for my shopping, for my ticket. He said, how much? I said, 15 to 20,000 cedis will be okay. That was what I just told him. I was like, 15 to 20,000 will be okay. And he said, okay, I should come. I went. He gave me 25,000. Okay. He gave me 25,000. And he said, if that will be okay. Like, see, I was shocked. Trust me, I was shocked. It's not like I've not seen that kind of money before, but coming from someone I just met, number one, someone that I approached, number two, someone that we've not even done anything, number three, like someone that we've not gone to a month. Sometimes the person that you actually didn't think that is going to spoil you is the person who is going to spoil you. Then he gave me the money and I said, okay. So the day I was going to the airport, I told him that I'm going to the airport. He said he would be there waiting for me. And I drove down to the airport with my brothers because my brother would bring the car back home. Then he was at the airport waiting for me. When I got to the airport, I saw him there. And we went, when I checked in, we were sitting before the time of my flight. When it was time for my flight, he told me that if I need extra thing to buy, I should take this card. He gave me his credit card like this. I don't want to say this loud, but this guy gave me his credit card. Do you know that I've been using this credit card to shop since the day I got into the city till today? There's still money in that credit card. Today, I purposely went to Dubai Mall to check if there's money on that credit card to withdraw money. Since I got about 1,000 dirhams, I got 1,000 dirhams. That's about 2,000 cedis from this credit card. Like, sis, it's not like I need this money. I don't even need it, but I had to take it. So that is it. That is to tell you that you can actually approach a man, not the small boys. Before you approach a man, make sure you weigh this man. Weigh this man. If I was doing the boss thing that I usually do, that I have been doing, like, I would miss this man. That very day, I just told myself, why don't you just stand up? Like, this man has been staring at you. Go, you know the code. You know this kind of men. You know they are men with ego and all of that. You know the girls' code. Do it. And you see where it has gotten me to. So sis, listen. If you go anywhere and you see someone staring at you non-stop, sis, approach that person. When you approach the person, don't go and tell the person, oh, I like you. No, this is it. Oh, I think I know you from somewhere. Have you been to this program? Have you been to this club? Have you been to this seminar? Have you been to this church? Have you been to this party? Mention anything you know. See, you need to be smart. Okay? If it's someone who really wants to talk to you, he would definitely fix himself in one of those places and say, yes, I've been here. Then you'll be like, yeah, I think that's why I know you. You were the guy wearing the perfume I said I liked, right? You must find something to talk. That's the guest code, see? And that might just get you the bag. So says, it is not wrong if you approach a guy first, but don't go on approaching these small boys. There are some men that you approach, they will just start thinking that, oh, you're a cheap girl. You need to check them, okay? When you approach a man first and you take his number, the only thing that I ask you to do is to say, hi, it's me, so and so person from here that you gave your number. That's all. Let him do the remaining things. Let him build the conversation. Let him start the relationship. Let him tell you, let's go on a date. Don't tell him, don't negotiate a date, a lunch date or a dinner date. Let him negotiate it and let him take it up from there. So since that will be all for today, I hope this video helps you a lot. Try and go out. Online is not just enough. Online is not even working for a lot of people now. It's not for everyone. Online is not for everyone at all. Dating apps is not for everyone. And even if you're doing dating apps, I still advise you go out. Go for parties, go out with friends, go out alone, do things. You never know where your luck is. You just never know where you meet your man. Says go out there, your man is waiting for you, go and grab it. Your bag is waiting for you, go and get it. Your Dubai trip is waiting for you, go and get it. Your money, your fat bank account, your free money, your sugar boy is waiting for you, go and get it. So since that will be all for today, I wish you all a good Sunday. See you in Accra in a few hours, because see that I'm coming back tomorrow. So guys, see you. Take care. Stay safe. Bye bye.